The passage didn't feel like an exit. It felt like something's throat. Kenji followed close behind her as they forced their way into the narrow corridor. The walls pressed in tight on both sides, rough stone scraping his shoulder as he ran. Behind them, the chamber roared as it collapsed, pillars snapping and crashing down in a storm of dust and falling rock. "Faster!" she shouted. "I'm trying!" Kenji snapped back, breath ragged. A demon slammed into the passage behind them, its body stretching unnaturally to fit the space. Its claws scraped against the stone as it forced its way forward. Kenji turned and swung. The sword of shadows cut through its arm. Black smoke burst from the wound, but it didn't stop. The creature lunged again, jaws opening too wide. She moved past him in a blur. Her blade flashed once. The demon split apart and dissolved into ash that scattered across the walls. "Don't slow down," she said. They kept moving. The passage twisted sharply, forcing them to turn sideways in some places just to push through. The air grew hotter with every step. Smoke began to drift in from ahead. Kenji's grip tightened on the sword. "How far does this go?" he asked. "It leads out," she said. "If it hasn't collapsed." That's not reassuring. The ground shook again. A crack split across the ceiling above them. Dust rained down into Kenji's eyes. He wiped it away and kept moving. Another demon dropped from above. It landed between them. Kenji reacted instantly. The sword drove forward, piercing through its chest before it could fully rise. The blade vibrated as the creature dissolved around it. For a second, he just stood there, breathing hard, staring. "You're slowing," she said. "I'm not used to this." "You don't get time to be." She grabbed his arm and pulled him forward again. The passage widened suddenly. Light hit them. Firelight. Kenji stumbled as they broke out of the stone corridor and into open air. The world outside was worse. A forest burned around them, flames climbing trees that refused to fall. The sky above glowed red, thick with smoke. Beyond the trees, houses burned in uneven rows, collapsing inward as fire consumed them. Kenji froze. "This," he whispered. "It's your fault," she said coldly. He looked at her. "What?" "You pulled the sword," she said. "You opened the path." A roar cut through the fire, not from behind them, from ahead. The ground trembled again. Shapes moved between the burning trees, larger than the ones before, slower. Watching, Kenji raised the sword of shadows, his arm still shaking from the fight below. The blade pulsed once, then again. The whisper returned. "Fight." The first of the larger demons stepped into the clearing, and this time it didn't rush. It walked toward them like it already knew how this would end.